welcome back to my studio. My name is Catherine, and on my channel I do demonstrations in watercolor occasionally, and then I talk about color and other tips and techniques for painting. And color can relate to any medium. You don't have to do watercolor, it can be any medium at all. This is one of my favorite books, Alla Prima, Everything I Know About Painting by Richard Schmid. He's now passed, but these books are still available. And what I want to show you is his color charts. They're incredible. He took months to do these, and each one is beautifully done. This is the tube color, adding white, so it's a value step down. This is the pure tube color, and then this is mixed. So each one has been mixed with another colour. Now I am not going to attempt this. I have done things like this in the past, and on the internet you'll find a plethora of people doing really detailed charts. So what I wanted to do today was based on this. I have a portable painter which I have set up with the Richard Schmid colours. These are all watercolours, so I popped them into here. There we go. So I have a cadmium yellow lemon, which this is actually a schminke, and I love this for watercolour. To me it's the best lemon yellow I've found, and I have tried a lot. I've got a cadmium yellow pale, a cadmium yellow deep, which is this sort of orangey colour. You could actually call it orange, but it's a cadmium yellow deep, a yellow ochre, a cadmium red. Sometimes I do a cadmium red pale, but this is in the middle. It's cadmium red. It's neither pale nor medium. This is Alizarin Crimson on the end, a Viridian, a Cerulean Blue, a Cobalt Blue, an Ultramarine Blue, a transparent Red Oxide, which is similar in nature to a burnt sienna, and something called a Terra Rosa, and I got this from M. Graham. It's the only place I could actually find it, but probably Winsor & Newton does it as well. Terra Rosa is a fairly opaque red, so it's close to what they call a Venetian or an English red, but it's sort of like a brick red, and it's quite opaque. So, and don't worry about the brands. I've got a lot of different brands, and apart from this cadmium yellow lemon, which I adore in the schminke, I'm not going to worry about it. Right, so I have marked this out. Sorry for all the shuffling. I'm going to spray my palette just to make sure it's wet, and I'm just going to swatch out some of these colours for you. That's the lemon yellow, and it's oh, I can't tell you, it's just amazing. It's slightly greeny, it's luminous. The paint, Schminke, is such a good brand. It's just gorgeous. Enough said. Moving on. Cadmium yellow pale. You can see it's already beginning to move away from the greeny yellow and into a warmer yellow. We dive into the cadmium yellow deep. Oh my goodness, that is, to me, it does have a yellow undertone, but wow, that's pretty orange, isn't it? So I imagine he uses it as an orange substitute. Yellow ochre, everybody's familiar with the yellow ochre. And yellow ochre, some people like it, some people don't. It can be a little opaque, but watered down it has a lovely look. This is the cadmium red. It's not a colour I adore, but it does mix quite well. Alizarin Crimson, again it's a useful red, and it's it can make lovely pinks as well, and it's a good mixer with a blue, like an ultramarine blue for a violet, because there is no violet, interestingly enough, within. And he was an oil painter, so I don't know, and he was a landscape painter. That's well, and still life, yeah. Okay, this is Viridian. Viridian's always a little weak. It's this is an M. Graham brand. I don't think fixating on the brand is such a good idea, but this one I do quite like, because it tends to stay quite moist in the pan. That's been in the pan for a little while. It's a little cracked, but I had Viridian from Winsor & Newton and it went hard as a rock, so I don't know quite what the difference there is. This is a Cerulean Blue, which is beautiful mixing colour. A Cobalt Blue. Oh, I've got some. Be a bit careful when you're doing this. I've picked up another colour in there. Okay. A Cobalt Blue, which can be a lovely soft colour to create mixtures with, and the everybody's trusty Ultramarine Blue. Such a good mixing colour too. This is the transparent Red Oxide. As you can see, it is a bit like a burnt sienna. It's a little redder and a bit more fiery to my way of thinking. And then at the end we've got the Terra Rosa. Now this is an M. Graham as well, and it's see, it leaps onto, it's very rich colour, but a Venetian red or an Indian red would suffice. So those are the colours. Now I am going to remove these. Excuse the clatter. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these. Now this is based on what Richard Schmid was doing, but it's not as involved. But basically it's taking your cad lemon yellow and it's mixing it and diluting it with each of the other colours in the palette. And it's really, once you've done this, you've got a fantastic resource for your greens, particularly with the yellow. And what happens, maybe your oranges, this is alizarin, this is cadmium red. You can see how the oranges come out. This is mixing the yellows with the ultramarine blue. I've got a slightly different order in here, but maybe I'll do it all again with the order that I'm in the palette. But anyway, so you come down to your cadmium yellow deep. This one is Viridian. I mean, look at these. These are, I mean, Viridian in Cobalt Blue. No, Cerulean Blue. Viridian and Cerulean Blue gives you a beautiful aqua colour. And if you were to put a little bit of white with that, it would actually be a little bit of gouache. You'd get a great colour for the sea, for ocean. Viridian with the yellows goes quite bright. See how bright you can go. And then of course the Terra Rosa will grey it down. Cobalt Blue, you're going to get some gorgeous greys. Look at these, look at that. Cobalt Blue with Cadmium Red. Oh, that's really lush, I like that. I like it with Terra Rosa, it's granulated a little bit. Ultramarine Blue again, look at these with Cadmium Red. You're getting really rich, nice darks. Alizarin Red, gorgeous darks. Cobalt Blue and alizarin, very nice. Then you come to your transparent Red Oxide, Alizarin Crimson and Cerulean Blue. Again, Cerulean Blue and Viridian. I mean, you'll you know, you've done it here once, but you just keep going because it's just so much fun. So your transparent red oxide, look what it does with the yellows. It becomes gorgeous, rich oranges. Alizarin Crimson with the yellows, again, slightly different oranges. And Cerulean Blue back in your greens. We have seen this before earlier, but again, it's interesting to just keep going. And then the last row, which is your yellow ochre, the cadmium red and Terra Rosa. And again, you get some gorgeous greys going on. Yellow ochre particularly, I like these greens. Yellow ochre, and that would be Viridian. What a gorgeous green, a really soft, landscapey, useful green. And then a little bit more greyed out yellow ochre and cerulean blue. Terra Rosa, again, it does interesting things with the yellows, and it makes quite nice Terra Rosa and Cerulean Blue. Nice grey, I like that. So there's something for you to be getting on with. I really do encourage you to do this. Swatch them out. And it doesn't have to be the brand that I'm talking about, but do try to get, like with the Terra Rosa, try for a Venetian red or something that is a little bit opaque, and then swatch them out. You just mark it out, put your colours at the top of your palette, then put your main colour that you're going to mix into everything here, and then mix away. And you'll learn so much. And like I say, this is a fantastic resource. It's a little bit large to take out in the field, I agree, but you could make smaller ones and carry them. And it is good to go from a dark wash to a light wash with watercolour, because it does show you the transparencies as well. So that was just what I've done with my portable painter palette. It's a Richard Schmid. Go have fun. And I'll see you next time.